Right. I welcome you to the first episode of my journey to abroad and the lessons I learned. I'd like you to understand that life is full of lessons to learn, and those that fail to learn the lessons of life will definitely be affected in the areas of their living. Life is all about lessons. Alright, and now a lot of preparations being put in place, a lot of things done, and a lot of, like I said, a lot of preparations. So, trying to make it a bit short in this first episode. Finally, I landed at a country airport. Actually, I landed at night and trying to get in touch with the person who is to receive me some years back. And finally, after a lot of struggle and stress attached to it, I was able to get in touch with him, and the airport taxi picked me. And I finally landed in this place. Getting there, it was a wonderful place. I met wonderful people, wonderful categories of people in that environment, in that apartment per se. And coming there that night, I had to take my bath, I rested, and the next day, the next morning, was a wonderful day. In fact, the people that were there were welcoming, they were good, people that can give you counsels, ideas that would change your life. I met all of them there. So, deep inside my mind, I began to pray. I said, God, I don't just want to go out of this circle. If possible, let me get a job. Let me get something doing in this environment. In fact, I want to also be living in this apartment, in this place, because of the kind of people I met there. That was my prayers. So as time goes on, after some few days, because I needed to take some of my some rest and put some things in order, we began to process the job and all of that. So for some days, a lot of job coming, disappointment and all of that. So finally, I couldn't get a job, not just in that area, but not even in that state. Finally, I got a job outside that particular state. It was touching. It was somehow, should I be happy or, living the kind of people I have attached myself, and I have just believed I want to be in that circle. What to do? I came here to do something. I have to go. And I got to the company, I got the job, and everything was done. It was a different environment entirely, a different state entirely. Having no people, no person there, to relate to it per se. I met new faces and new categories of people. This time around, it was the opposite of the people that I met in the place I was received. So I got to the company that day, and I was given an apartment, though not actually the owner. The company was not actually the owner of that apartment, but it was rented from the company. A space for me was rented, and I had to stay. And there, having other people around, in fact, the categories of people that were there was opposite, like I said. But I just have to, and I was given some few days to rest before the resumption of duty. Now, I'm going to continue in part 2, episode 2, from the first company I that will be in episode 2 of this story. What do you think out of this story? This is what I learned. I learned that 1, most times you don't get comfort in a comfort zone. You don't get a comfort life first in a comfort zone. You must first of all step out of your comfort to create a lasting comfort. That is one thing I learned. I wish to remain in that place, but that wouldn't have given me some level of comfort life. So you got to leave. First of all, leave that comfort zone first. Step out of your comfort zone to create a lasting comfort. Those who I met there, that was their place. That was where God intended for them to be. I was just struggling to belong there, but that was not my place. So number 2 is that the majority of us are seriously praying and struggling, to continually being attached or remain where we don't really belong. We're struggling to be in a place where we don't belong. It is not our place, but we want to belong there, perhaps because of the temporal comfort we see, or one reason or the other. And the third lesson I learned there is that there is always a time to be separated from people to get a satisfaction. You have good people around you. You've met good people. You've met wonderful people around you. But sometimes you got to be separated to get a satisfying life. These are the lessons I learned from just this short period of arrival, the place I was received, and getting my first job in my first school. Watch out and follow me as we go through this story. See you in the next episode.